Hey everyone, it's Jen from You So Much and my cat Della. She's been wanting to be on camera lately. She's a little bit of a movie star. I featured her in a video earlier this week that I posted on my Facebook page, and I think it's gone to her head because every time I get on camera now, she's just meowing like crazy. So welcome to another Chocolate for Breakfast. I'm so happy to be here with you all and celebrate my week. And I've got a fun new recipe. I kind of like it's something I decided to just make up the recipe on my own a little bit. And it turned out so good. So I'm so happy about it. So if you happen to be joining me live, please say hi. Tell me what you're celebrating. I always talk about 3 things that I'm celebrating for the week. And for those of you who join me, I always mention what you guys are celebrating too, if you feel so inclined to share. And if you happen to be watching this on the replay, you can do the same thing. Tell me what you're celebrating in the comments below, because the more we celebrate, the more things come into our life to celebrate. It's a wonderful, wonderful day. And that's why I have to have chocolate first thing in the morning, because it's so delicious. Don't wait for delicious things until nighttime. Have them first thing when you wake up. So today I decided to make some chocolate chai. That's right. So yesterday I went to a little, one of my favorite coffee shops in town, Cece's. I mentioned this actually on my video from yesterday, my Fantasy Friday video. And anyway, I had this realization, oh my gosh, I've never had a chocolate chai. So I thought I'd look up the recipe and see if I could find anything. And I found a couple of them. Most of them were basically kind of copying a Starbucks chai recipe. And I didn't really want to do that. I kind of wanted something that was a little bit more authentic when you kind of brew the chai yourself. And I had a couple of different recipes, but one of the ones I found, I really loved it because it was more of a concentrate. So what they do is you boil water and you steep the black tea, and you can pick out any kind of tea bags you want, just standard black tea or loose leaf black tea. And then you put all the spices in there. So you use cardamom seeds and cinnamon sticks and nutmeg and all these amazing yummy spices. But I had to make a couple of small changes. And so then after you steep it, you take the sugar and the vanilla and some honey. And then that's when I kind of altered the recipe a little bit and put some chocolate, some unsweetened cocoa into it. So the modifications I made were, first of all, I didn't have any star anise, so couldn't find it at the store. So I decided, I had a couple of tea bags that were actually this Pazzo tea that was a cinnamon spice tea, and it actually had some star anise in it. So I used that, and I also used just a little bit of Chinese 5-spice, which has star anise in it as well, and also has cinnamon and some of the other spices that the recipe called for anyway. So I used just a little bit of that, though, because some of the spices in there were not called for. So I was hoping this would be enough of the star anise flavor. And then what I did was I lowered the sugar. So it asked for 2/3 cup of sugar. And that was just, I felt like a little too much for me. So I put in 1/3 cup as a starting point. And that was perfect. And then I just added a couple of tablespoons of the unsweetened cocoa when I added the sugar and all that stuff. So you do that at the end after you drain it out. And it's funny because you drain it out and you drain out the tea bags and all the spices and stuff, and then you have that concentrate underneath, and then you add the sugars and stuff. And what's great about that is you can just kind of taste it. And it really does kind of taste like a strong tea at that point. And then the idea is that then you can just add that to some steamed milk. And then you can just keep it in your fridge. So and it made about this much, which is quite a bit of like concentrate that I can just add to steamed milk in my morning and have a chai, super easy, already made, ready to go. And it says it keeps in the fridge for a couple weeks. So I love it. One of the things that I noticed was that there was a few comments on the recipe. And a couple of them were by people who really love the authentic chai, like the masala Indian chai. And they were saying that typically what you do when you make that is you actually steep the spices in the milk. So the idea is that the spices slowly release their flavors into the milk itself. And so I thought, okay, well, I'll just alter the recipe just a little bit, because the recipe says if you really like chai, you should use about half of the concentrate and half of the milk. But if you did that in the morning, even with the hot steamed milk, it's not going to be very warm. It's going to be kind of lukewarm. And I kind of like mine a little bit warmer than lukewarm. So I thought, well, maybe I'll like just very slowly warm up the milk in a pan with the concentrate. So even though the flavors were steeped into the concentrate, I feel like, well, maybe that will help a little bit with the milk flavor. So here we go. I'm going to give this a go and give it a try and see what you guys think. See what I think. You guys can try it and tell me what you think. It's really, really good. Oh, it's even better than it was before. The sweetness really comes out with the milk. I can't imagine using the full amount of sugar. That would be way too much, in my opinion. So I'm really glad I only used a 1/3 cup of brown sugar. And the chocolatey flavor is really enhanced. It's so good. It is exactly what I wanted, which is sort of like a hot chocolate with just a little bit of that chai spicy flavor. It's amazing, guys. Give it a try. I'll put the recipe in the description below, and it's super, super yum. So let's see. Let's get to the celebrations, people. So the first thing I am celebrating today is I am celebrating that I made my 30-day challenge. Woo-hoo-hoo. I posted my 30-day 30th video in a row yesterday, and that was super exciting. So I'm going to be celebrating all weekend long. That was a lot of dedication and hard work and super fun. At the same time, I definitely aim to have fun and definitely aim to give value and do some new things and try some new things. And so any of you out there who, if you happen to have seen that and you liked something or didn't like something or have a request still, let me know. Let me know in the comments below. I'm still open, and I'm still going to be doing a lot of videos. I don't know if I'll be doing one every single day, though. I probably am going to do way more than I did before, though. Way more than I did before. Probably just not on a daily basis, but we'll see. Who knows? I kind of got used to that system, kind of got used to doing it. The only thing is that I found that the editing time, I know I've said this before, was a lot more than I expected. So I would have to perhaps hire an editor. So we'll have to think about that and how that will work. But I've already been, like, I already have all these ideas for these videos coming up for the next couple of weeks. I'm like, well, I got to keep doing them every day. So who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'll surprise myself and you all and keep doing them every day. But in any case, I'm just excited that I completed my goal and I finished it off. And so it's time to partay and celebrate with some chocolate. It's just really amazing. It's so good. I can't imagine it's not better than any other version you might get at a coffee shop. It's so good. Can't stop sipping. Okay, so the second thing I'm celebrating today is I am celebrating the Ducks. I'm wearing my Duck, it's a basketball hat, but the Ducks are playing football today against OSU. It's the big Civil War game. And what's so funny is yesterday I saw the University of Oregon posted this, they posted this video on a great game day snack. And it was basically like chocolate chips and M&Ms and all this chocolate stuff. And I was like, yeah, it's chocolate for breakfast. And they said, and the secret ingredient is beaver tears. And I thought, oh my gosh, that's hilarious. So I put a little bit of the secret ingredient in here today, y'all. And I'm enjoying a little bit of beaver tears because today the Ducks are going to crush it. So yeah, I'm excited. I love the Ducks. Go Ducks. We're going to watch the game tonight and cheer them on. It's kind of a nice day today. It's really, really foggy, but you know how foggy days are usually. It means it's going to kind of clear up. So I'm excited about that. Go, go, go Ducks. I love it. So good. And then the next thing, the last thing that I'm celebrating today is I am celebrating, what am I celebrating? Lots of things. I just couldn't decide between a couple different things. But I think what I'm going to choose today is Smiles Sherry, who usually joins us live. She must have a lot of stuff going on today. She commented on my video from yesterday that she loves when people smile. It makes people look beautiful. It makes her feel beautiful when she's smiling. And I totally agree. And I love to see people's smiles. You know, when it's the holiday season now, right? People are going to be out and about shopping and getting stuff done. And sometimes it can make you grumpy. And so my motto is I'm going to try and smile extra a lot because I feel like smiles make everybody happy. I mean, when I see somebody smile, it makes me happy. And I sometimes smile at people as I'm walking by them and I can just tell they're thinking, why is she smiling? What's the big deal? And so it adds a little mystery to people's lives too. So I love it. So I highly encourage you this holiday season to see if you can smile a little extra, smile at a stranger, smile at yourself in the mirror. I do that all the time. I'm smiling all the time. So hey, Zaino, welcome. Thank you for saying hey. I appreciate it. I encourage you to smile too, Zaino, if you're out and about or you're making a video. I mean, think about it. This actually makes me think about when I was in sales. They used to talk about when you're on the phone with somebody and you're selling something, that you obviously are going to be selling a lot more on the phone because people can tell when you're happy. They can tell when you're smiling. So you kind of start smiling and it just makes the conversation even better because they can sense that. They can sense that happiness and that smile that you've got even though they can't see it. So So I'm going to do that a lot more when I'm making videos with y'all. I'm going to do it when I'm editing videos with y'all. And I could encourage you to do the same, Zana, because I know you're doing a lot of editing. So they might not be able to tell. They might not be able to, excuse me, they're not able to see your smile, but they will be able to tell that you are smiling. All right, thanks you guys. I so appreciate you being here and saying hello. And if you happen to watch this on the replay, let me know what you're celebrating. And thank you all for all of your support who happen to watch any of my 30 days of videos. I really appreciate you being a part of my journey. I'm excited that I completed the journey, and let's go celebrate our day. Whoop, whoop, whoop. See you guys next week. Bye.